Hi, my name is Jeanette, and I would like to show you how I antique or age a mirror without using any chemicals. First of all, I have a very large old mirror here on my workbench. It does have the mirror silvering, and then it also, this gray is just a paint finish over it. And then I have a small, very inexpensive mirror that I bought just at a local hardware store. And I just want to show you two different types of mirrors that you might come across. One of them may have a paint finish on it, and in a lot of instances they tell you to use some kind of a uh, paint remover. Couldn't think of the word. To remove that first layer of paint, and then they'll have some chemicals to eat through some of the silvering that's on the glass, because mirror is really just a glass with silver and then a paint finish over it. This particular one only has a little silvering on it. It's very inexpensive. I think I spent less than $5 for it. But instead of using any chemicals whatsoever, I'm going to use my little Dremel tool. I have right now on it a little sanding bit. I'm going to turn it on lightly, and I am going to just touch it lightly onto the paint. Make a little noise, leave the little scuff mark. I'm going to try it on this smaller mirror so you might be able to see it a little bit. But you can see I've already been working on it, a couple different layers. Just it eats through your paint and the silvering that's on it to make it a mirror till you just have a clear glass. So what I suggest doing to make it look antique is you can do it in a few areas and then come in and just tap it. Give yourself those little splatters, because when mirror age, it gets those little spots, and I think that some of those little spots are due to the silvering not adhering correctly in all the levels. After you've done that to your satisfaction all over your mirror, I suggest doing it mostly around the edges, and that way it makes the center of the mirror useful. After you finish with that, then come in, you'll see, I'll show you, where you can see clear through. Hopefully you can see that okay. On here, there's the mirror, and here's where I've aged it. This is some paint that I've put on it. Oh, another tip I forgot, put down a piece of white paper. As you're working, you can see the white paper through it, and it works better than if you're working on a dark surface. But take a little bit of paint. This paint in my yogurt cup is just a black paint that I have mixed. There's about 2 parts of black with 1 part of a deep dark green, and I stir that up and I get a color that's like almost black. It's one of my favorite colors to use on anything. But just tap it on here, nothing fancy. You can, just dab it on, let it dry, just cover up your spots, make sure your spots are covered. Another thing that you can do, I have a little bit of craft paint. This is great. Again, just take it and you will dab it on. You can use both 2 different colors. What the black does, it will give it this aging, this very dark coloring here on your mirror that looks very aging. The silver will give it a little bit of a light color. It's more of a gray than a silver, but it will give it a lighter coloring, so you can kind of mix both of them to get a neat effect. That's what I do when I age my mirrors. I've done it to even put in a pattern onto a mirror. You can also use your Dremel tool, sand off what you want to sand off, and then just leave it clear, and that way it will give you an image. And I will post a picture below this video that you can see of one that I did. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. Bye.